Good afternoon and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to present to you a coffee cake with fresh plums. Very moist, very soft, and very delicious. My aunt used to make this a lot when I was growing up in Poland. She had this beautiful orchard with fresh apples, plums, apricots, gooseberries, strawberries, raspberries, all kinds of fruits. Just running around, playing as children, grabbing a fruit from the bush or from a tree, enjoying it, and the taste, nothing you buy in a store compares to the one growing freely, naturally on the backyard. In my case, my auntie's backyard. So it is closer to my heart because it brings childhood memories. My aunt lives in Poland till today. She's about 80 years old. Still bakes and cooks, not as much as she used to, but she's kind of far away for me to go and visit and tell her, come and try it. It's my turn to bake for you now. But this is piece of that memory from childhood that I want to share with you. Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching.
For my cake today, I will need 1.5 cups of flour, half a cup of oil, 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, and about 12 plums, a little over a pound. I have put some brown sugar on top, and now I'm waiting for the plums to release the juice so I can discard some of it because I do not want my cake to be soggy. And that's what I need for my plum coffee cake today. But it's a small project today, so I will use just a regular standard small mixer.
I will add 2 teaspoons of that baking powder into my flour. So 2 teaspoons. And also a pinch of salt. So this will go aside and I will start with eggs and sugar. But before I start working on my dough, I want to let you know that for this recipe, I will need 8 by 8 pan for this cake. It's not too big. So 8 by 8 is plenty. And I have put those 2 teaspoons of baking powder into my flour and pinch of salt. Salt helps the gluten and it just gives that other flavor a boost. So I will start with my eggs and sugar. And I do have a mixer, a big one, but it's a small project, so I do not feel like I want to carry the heavy one here. So I'm just gonna use a standard regular mixer and my high tech to have my hands free. 1/3 of a cup of sugar and my eggs, and I will beat them until they're nice and foamy. And free hand. After a few minutes, I would like to put some vanilla extract in, and it's optional. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. I like to put a drizzle in there. And now, beating on slow, I will slowly put my oil and that yogurt. Still beating with the mixer, but slowly. And now I want to swift my flour into the egg mixture and gently just use a spatula to mix it all up. So I'm done with the mixer. I also want to preheat my oven to 350 right now. I've got a little bit butter on my pan and then the baking sheet so my cake doesn't stick and it's easy to take out. And now swift my flour. It just gets more airy. This helps to cut your cake a bit more delicate. And this is the texture of it. Definitely not stiff dough, but soft. Before I put the plums in there, I want to discard the juice, which I already did. I discarded the juice. I want to add a little bit of potato starch, because that will prevent too much of the juices to release from the fruit, so my cake is not soggy on the end. And what I like to do is put half of the dough in few of the plums, another half, and the plums again. So kind of layer it. Some people like the plums only on top of the cake, but I love to have the moisture from the fruits all over the cake. And that's why for me, it is much better to do it kind of in between also, not just on top. So let's put it all together. My oven is preheating. Half of the cake batter goes in, and then I will put some plums in. And I will move my camera in a little bit to show you, so you have a better view of it. Oh, and here's my oven ready for me. I'm just not ready for my oven. Almost there. And now I will just try to distribute it evenly and put the rest of my plums on top with a crumble. And for the crumble, I need 2 tablespoons of butter, and I like to use cold butter, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I like to mix white sugar with brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of flour. And now I just mix it all up until I have the right consistency. And if you're curious why I have this little band-aid here, is because I do a lot with my hands, and sometimes my hands hurt, especially the wrist, range of motion, lots of motion. So I have put some biofreeze on me and didn't want the ointment to go anywhere near food, so I cover it with the band-aid. I love baking and cooking, and I won't stop until my hands say, hey, I don't want you to use us no more. I can't stop. I love it. So I have my crumble ready. I can squeeze it for bigger pieces and just break it. Or if I want small pieces, then just loosen it all up. But that's my crumble, and now my cake. And like I said before, I use 2 different kinds of plums. I have bought a bag of plums from Aldi 2 days ago, and today this morning when I wanted to wash them, well, some of them were too soft to use, so I had to go and buy another bag of plums, but since the store didn't have exactly the same ones, I bought another kind, so that's why I have this mixture. But it's fine, they both delicious. Cake is going to be very tasty. It's actually my favorite cake to make with fresh fruit. And now in the oven for about 50 minutes. After 50 minutes, I will put a stick in to check if my cake is ready. It was exactly 50 minutes, so now I want to put a toothpick into it to make sure that my cake is ready. Almost there. Smells so yummy. Finally, time to take this beauty out. And those 2 different plums, one is more on orange side and one is more like a pinkish. It actually works really good. It looks pretty, very pretty. Once this cools off, I will cut it in half and show you the inside of it. Yeah, those 2 different colors of plums worked really nice. And the last touch, little powdered sugar on top, and my cake is ready to eat. Smacznego, everyone! I would like to let you know why I am a big fan of using scale instead of the cups. I do put measurements in cups so it's easier. As you know, I'm from Europe, so everything for me is in grams. And here in United States, any recipes you have is usually in cups.
But I want you to pay attention to one thing. So take it as a tip. I learned by mistakes because I've done it before. So I have put together a flour, the same flour, all-purpose flour, into the same measuring cups. Exactly 2 cups in here and exactly 2 cups in here. But I want to measure it using the scale and show you if there is a difference and how much of a difference it can be. So here is the first 2 cups of flour, as you can see, 2 cups. And here is exactly 2 cups, all around, no cheating. And I will turn on, and there's nothing here, my scale, so it's set to 0. Maybe I should show you. So it's set to 0, if you can see. Okay, and I will put the first 2 cups in, and it says it is 248 grams. So now I will take this into a different cup, and it's empty. Put it back. It comes back to 0. And now the other 2 cups. All of it. And this one is 314. So now you can see that 2 cups are not created equal, right? They do not measure on a scale the same. So why is that? Well, it's all about handling the flour. If we are gentle with it, the flour is fluffy, is light, and then 2 cups, nice fluffy flour. If you handle the flour, shake it, kind of bang it, on the surface somewhere, it loses its volume because it becomes dense. So you keep adding to have exactly 2 cups, right? Well, but it's much more heavier. It's much more flour that you need. So if you ever had a cake and you tried to follow the measurements and directions and the cake wasn't quite the way you hoped, it wasn't as fluffy, it wasn't as delicate, it wasn't as soft, well, maybe because there was too much flour. So it's just a tip, and I hope you will find it helpful to kind of pay attention to how we handle flours. I know how it is when you bake something and you put your heart into it, time into it, and then it doesn't come out the way you hope for. And it's frustrating. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.